Hey Cheryl, this is your boss. I need you to work this Saturday from 10 until 4.
Hi, Sandy. I should be able to take that shift, but I'm already working from 2 until 8.
Oh, you're right. I'm trying to hire a few more people. I guess we'll just be short-staffed for some of the day.
I have a couple of friends who may be interested in the job.
I already have a few candidates in mind. If they don't work out, I'll let you know. And don't forget to clean up around the shop over the course of the day. We recently had some customers complaining that the racks were too messy.
Don't worry, I always clean up when I see something that looks sloppy. I know how frustrating it is to find what you need in the wrong place when shopping.
There will be a manager with you to close up.
Of course.
I don't trust you enough to let you take care of the cash register at the end of the day.
Have I done something wrong?
You're young. I know that you probably feel you deserve higher pay. I don't want you to be tempted to take it from the till.
I would never steal from the company. I really appreciate the opportunity to work here. It's like a dream job.
You clearly don't have big dreams.
I want to design clothing for a living, so this is exactly the kind of job I want to have.
Oh, an aspiring fashion designer. I feel so honored.
The shop is a great place for inspiration. You have some great taste.
Are you mocking me?
What? No. You order clothes for the shop, and I really love the selection.
I didn't order it. That's what headquarters sends.
Oh. Well, you chose what goes on the mannequins, and I would actually wear a lot of it.
We are told how to dress them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Still, I think you run a great store.
Stop being condescending. I don't need to hear praise from a kid. Anyway, make sure you're on time Saturday.
I will. Have a great day, Sandy. Hey, Kira. There are a couple of people hanging out close to the staff door. They keep looking at it like they're planning to go in. Should we do anything? That's not exactly normal. Yeah, just keep an eye on them. What do you think they're doing? They may think that we have the money in the back. If they try anything, just let me know. Our stuff is back there.
Unfortunately, and there's nowhere for us to lock it up either.
Do you think they're planning on going through our stuff?
Do you recognize them?
No.
If you can take a picture without them noticing, please do, then send it to me.
Okay. Here you go.
I don't recognize them either.
Just clean up around that area so you can justify keeping an eye on them. It is pretty messy over here. Apparently this is where people dump the things they decide not to purchase.
Yeah, it's in a constant state of mess.
They just went into the staff area.
Okay, I'll take care of it from here. Move somewhere else so they don't know that you alerted me.
Okay. Oh, they're already back out here. I don't see them carrying anything.
It really wasn't enough time for them to go through our stuff. Something seems off.
It looks like they're leaving.
I'll make sure to save the footage. Once they're gone, go check your stuff.
I can just go on break.
It is pretty slow. If you want to take a break, go for it. Please let me know when you're done. I want to check a few other things.
Why don't you go ahead and check things out? I'll take care of things out here while it's slow.
Are you sure you'll be okay? You've only been here a month.
I'm sure. There are only a few people in here, and they seem to be browsing.
Okay, I'll be as quick as possible. Then you can go on break.
Okay.
Cheryl, I have 2 new employees starting tomorrow. I need to train them.
Hi, Sandy. I'm not on the schedule for the next few days.
I need you to change your schedule. We're already short-staffed, so you asking for time off now is just irresponsible.
When you hired me, I made sure it was okay that I didn't work much this week. I have a class project due, so I need to focus on that with the group.
If you can't take on more hours, I'll have to fire you.
Please don't. I love working there.
Then you need to find a way to come to work and do your job.
I'll see what I can do.
I need you at least 4 hours every day this week for training. Once they know what to do, you can focus on school.
It's just this week. The project is due Friday.
As long as you're available for 4 hours, you can keep your job.
I will adjust so that I can be there at 4 and stay until 8.
You'll need to stay until 10.
Okay, I can work with that. I'll be there at 6 and we'll stay until closing.
You just said you can be here at 4, so I've scheduled you for 4 to 10.
I don't think I can do 6 hours a day.
Well, you volunteered for, so I'm just agreeing to what you said.
I can do 4 until 8 or from 6 until 10. But I need the other 2 hours to work with my group for the project.
Either you be here for the time you agreed, or you can find another job.
Okay, I'll be there.
That's better. Don't forget and don't be late.
I won't. Who will be there to work with me?
Kira will be there, but she has other work to do. Don't think you can stick her with the training.
I won't.
You should know where the videos and other training tools are.
Do you mean the ones you showed me when I started?
Of course. What else would I mean? Stop acting slow.
But I don't know where that stuff is. If you show me when I get there, I can make sure to show them.
If I have to go through all of that, then I might as well train them myself.
All I need to know is where the items are. I can do the rest.
Ask Kiara to show you when you get to work. If I hear that you expected any other help, I'll have to add that to your evaluation.
I won't. I'll take care of the training.
Good. Make sure to arrive early so that she can show you where the items are.
I'll do what I can.
You will do what you are told. Now I have a shop to run, so stop wasting my time.
Hi, Kira. I didn't want to say this with the new girls around, but don't they look familiar?
I'm pretty sure they're the 2 girls who went into the staff room a couple of weeks ago.
You're right. Do you think that was why they entered? They were just checking out the place to see if they wanted to work here?
If that were the case, they would have just asked us. No, there's something else going on here.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure they're Sandy's friends.
Oh, I can see why she would hire them then. I would love to work with her friends.
It can be fun, but notice that she isn't working with them.
Right, she isn't working with them. Maybe she just wants to make sure they get trained by someone else? I mean, she wouldn't want to show favoritism.
Actually, training is part of her job. She's supposed to train all new employees.
But she told me I needed to train them.
I know, and she told me to let you handle it. Scratch that. She told me to leave you alone to do it all. There's something really fishy going on here.
Do you think that she's going to fire us?
Let's see who she hires next and how she handles it. In the meantime, I just signed off on some new boxes. Since you're in charge of the new girls, tell them they need to help you with unboxing and putting out the inventory.
Okay.
That reminds me, we have inventory coming up in a couple of weeks. Did Sandy tell you about it?
No. What do you mean we have inventory?
At least once a year, we have to go through the entire shop and check the inventory. It's a way of checking to see what's missing and probably stolen. I noticed that she has you on the schedule for it, so clearly she expects you to be here. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, what do I need to do for that?
We'll close the shop early, then we'll spend several hours going through the entire place to check what's on the floor.
It sounds kind of tedious.
Oh, it is. But your role will be pretty small. Mostly you'll be cleaning things up. I doubt she's gonna have you do the more serious part of the job.
What do you mean?
You'll see. Just be prepared.
Okay. Oh, I meant to tell you, my group ended up getting an A.
That's great. I know how worried you were about it.
Yeah, I mean, my group was mad, but I didn't really sleep most of the week. I'm feeling pretty exhausted.
I'll see about getting you some time off so you can catch up on sleep.
Oh, I don't want to add more work for you.
Oh, it's not a problem. You did a lot more than you should have already. These girls aren't showing any aptitude for the job, so I doubt they will last long. You, on the other hand, are quite a good worker.
That's because I love the industry.
I know. Just leave it with me. I'll make sure you get some time off this weekend. Go out on a date or have fun.
That sounds great. Thanks, Kira.
You've earned it. Now go watch our newest employees. There's something about them I don't trust. Cheryl, is there something you want to tell me?
Hi, Sandy. I don't think so. Is something wrong?
We are missing a lot of items from the shop. The stuff started going missing after you started.
What? I haven't noticed anyone doing anything suspicious.
So you're trying to say you think someone else did it?
Someone else?
It's obvious that you're the one stealing from the store. I need you to come in and talk to the police.
What? I didn't steal anything.
I saw you around town wearing clothes from the shop.
I bought those clothes. Everything I have from the shop, I bought.
Then make sure to bring the receipts.
What about the security footage? That should show that I didn't do anything.
It's funny you should mention it. The footage seems to have been inexplicably turned off, but only on days when you worked.
What? How is that possible?
I'm sure you don't need long to think about that. Cheryl, you turned them off to hide the fact that you were stealing.
No, I never stole from the company. You have to believe me.
I believe the evidence, and so will the police. Now either you can come in and talk to them, confess what you did. They may go easier on you.
But I didn't do it. I've never stolen anything in my life.
The evidence shows otherwise. Now come in and talk to them, or I'll send them to your house.
I don't have any way to come in right now. I just got home and both of my parents are still at work.
Then I'll send them to your house. Make sure to be honest with them because I'll press charges if you try to lie.
I didn't do anything. I'm gonna get a lift over there and I'll be there as soon as possible.
Don't make me wait too long because I'm not in a mood to be left waiting. Once we finished the inventory, it was clear that we had a problem. And who that problem was.
I didn't do it, I swear. I didn't steal anything.
Tell those lies to the police and we'll see what happens.
Kira, I need help.
What's wrong?
Sandy says that there's inventory missing. She's called the police and now they're blaming me. I'm trying to get to the store to talk to them, but I can't find anyone who can take me. I'm trying to get a ride share, but I'm so scared.
Calm down. What exactly did she say?
Here's our text exchange.
Oh, I see what she's doing. This explains a lot.
What was she doing?
She's been doing a lot of shady stuff lately. It's not a coincidence that the 2 new hires are her friends, or that they were there before they started working.
You don't think that they just wanted to see their friend?
Nope. This whole thing was a setup.
A setup?
Sandy came from a store in another state. She got in trouble there, but I couldn't find out why. So when I learned that, I started paying more attention to what she was doing.
I don't understand.
I saw those girls before you noticed them. They've been coming in here for a while. I'd be willing to bet that the thefts started around the time they were coming into the store. And I'll bet that's when the videos started getting shut off. You were hired after I saw them for the first time.
You mean she tried to make it look like I did it?
I think that's what happened. I'm getting in my car. Send me a text with your address and I'll come get you.
But you aren't supposed to work today.
That's why it's happening today. She didn't want me to know what was going on.
Here's my address. But wouldn't you have found out when you go into work tomorrow?
Not if she said that you quit because you didn't want to work at the shop anymore.
But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't quit without notice.
I know. She didn't realize that you and I talk often. Sandy's so focused on herself and her plans that she doesn't really consider what other people around her talk about. Not that she didn't try to make me think ill of you.
She talked bad about me? To you?
Yeah. I pretended to believe her because I suspected that she was up to something. If I hadn't acted like I believed her, she probably would have started bad-mouthing me to you.
I don't... She couldn't possibly have acted like that. She's the head manager.
The only question is why was she trusted to run another store? I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna put my phone down now and hit the road. Just wait there and I'll be there soon.
What should I do until then? What should I say when we get to the store?
For now, just take some deep breaths. When we get there, I'll handle things.
Okay. And I'm really sorry.
Don't apologize. This isn't your fault.
And thank you.
How dare you accuse me of theft? This is my store! Easily. that's what the proof indicates. No, it doesn't. It shows that the little brat is the thief. You know when you left Cheryl and I to work during a shift you were supposed to work a few weeks ago? Well, your friends came into the shop and they acted really shady. They were acting sneaky enough to get Cheryl's attention. That's when I started looking at your history. You what? How dare you? This is my store. I get to run it as I please. I dare say that the owners won't agree with that, especially since you and your girls have been going for a lot of five-finger discounts. I didn't steal anything! Well, your girls did, and it was always when you weren't in the shop. And the cameras have been turning off whenever they are in the store. That started a couple weeks before Cheryl started. Maybe you're right, but that just means that they've been using me. This is their fault, not mine. And I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that you have turned on them now that there's plenty of evidence that it wasn't Cheryl. I don't care. I'm not going to jail for this. I've contacted headquarters, so they'll get to say if they think you're involved. Since your file is closed to me, I don't know why you were moved. Something tells me that this transgression won't be forgiven quite so easily. I didn't do anything! Sandy continued to deny her role in the thefts. She and the two people she hired managed to steal over $10,000 worth of stuff. Clearly not the brightest bulbs. They were trying to sell the stolen goods online. There was such an easy trail to follow that the cops were able to arrest all three of them. Since the two girls were roughly the same age as Cheryl, the system went a bit easier on them. It was also clear that Sandy had been the mastermind, and she had made stuff easily available to them over the course of their employment. They got a couple of years and a lot of community service. Sandy wasn't so lucky. Apparently, she was suspected of stealing from the last place, but they weren't able to prove it. The store where she was relocated to had more security cameras, but since they made her the head manager, she knew what needed to be done to hide what was happening. She had used the two girls to steal for quite some time, and that was a lot easier because she made sure people were unhappy so that there was a lot of turnover. That made it look like the short-term employees were stealing. When it came time for inventory, she chose Cheryl because she didn't like Cheryl. A great student and well-liked, Cheryl was everything that Sandy wasn't. By trying to pin everything on Cheryl, Sandy hoped to make a lot of money, then to finally quit to continue selling the items she and the girls had stolen. Not the best plan since that wouldn't make her enough to live on for a year, but Sandy never had a lot of foresight. She glared at me when I testified against her on the bench, but that didn't affect me at all. I knew I was right. Sandy ended up getting the maximum sentence because she kept refusing to admit her guilt. When Cheryl was on the stand, Sandy actually tried to attack her. That didn't help her during sentencing. Cheryl and I have stayed in touch. I'm now managing a few stores while Cheryl is finishing up college. She's well on her way to becoming a great designer.